welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany, and in today's video, we are doing an updated makeup tutorial. I'm super excited. So glad you guys are here. Let's go ahead and get started. Before we go any further in today's video, I wanna go ahead and thank our sponsor, Grazza. This is the oil, you guys, that has changed the game. It's a high quality, crazy fresh olive oil at an everyday price. It's always fresh, never blended. You guys know I love to cook for my family, and using high quality ingredients just make everything taste a little extra better. Grazza olive oil is always fresh, never blended, single origin, made from one-of-a-kind Picua olives from high-end Spain, where over half of the world's olive oil is produced. That means flavor that's bold, peppery, and packed with antioxidants, healthy fats, and all the good stuff your body and your taste buds love. Now in a fully opaque glass bottle with a UV-proof label to protect every last drop, plus an easy pour, pop-out spout, and Grazza even made their own bottle mold because details matter. Got 2 olive oils here. You use sizzle for when you're cooking and drizzle to finish off salads and delicious meals. And taste the difference in the two, both very different but so incredibly delicious. You can upgrade your kitchen with Grazza olive oil. You can use my code Tiffany10. That's 10% off your order, and I promise you that once you go fresh, you are not gonna wanna go back. Thank you again to Grazza for sponsoring today's video. All right, my friends, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I've got my music going, and we're gonna start with skincare. So I am going to have everything listed for you down in the description box of what I'm using. I try to keep it simple, but at the same time, really honestly, the biggest thing I can tell you is just be consistent. Skincare is all about being consistent, doing it regularly, making sure that you're taking care of your skin. It's the only skin you're ever going to have. And I use pretty much the same, I do the same thing every single day. So I start with a hyaluronic acid serum, and then I also use a vitamin C. I use an eye cream, and then I use a moisturizer. I also use a sunblock. I'm using something different. I have been using the La Roche-Posay, but I have also started using a new one by Skin Better. I don't think that I show myself putting on the sunblock in this video. I don't know why, but I also put it all over my body, which I just showed you right there. We're also going to go ahead and put my lashes on. This was lash day. I have been using the Pro Lash at-home lash extensions, and they come in 4 pieces like this, and you apply the glue just like mascara, nice and simple, and then you apply the lashes underneath your lashes, which is really nice because that's what keeps them looking super natural, and they look really, really great. And I've stopped using a heavy eyeliner, and I really, really like that as well. This has saved me so much time because the lashes stay on. I wash my face at night with a washcloth so that way I'm not splashing my eyes, and it works really easily. It does take some getting used to. Don't use metal tweezers like I'm doing. They have plastic applicator tweezers that you can use. I've been applying lashes for 100 years, and so I use metal tweezers. I feel, confident in doing that because I've done it for so long. But when you're just getting started, use their plastic applicators. You don't want to do what I'm doing. So do as I say, not as I do. Once you have them put on, you kind of just squeeze them together with your regular lash and lock them in place. And there they are. They're good for the next 7 to 10 days. So we're now going to get started with base. I'm using 2 separate colors. This is e.l.f. foundation, their satin foundation, and I love it. It's their glam foundation. It is full coverage. I'm here for full coverage. You'll notice that my face is slightly different color than my body. I have started tanning my face. I've been using my tanner on my face with just a BK Beauty brush like I'm using right here. And that does give me a little bit of color, but my face is always different than my body. So I always have to make them match. So that's what we're doing. We're using a BK Beauty foundation brush. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but I will have every single one linked for you down below.
This foundation is full coverage and buildable, so you can use as little or as much as you want. I really, really like it because I feel like it gives me great coverage. It stays put all day long and it looks really great. I get a lot of compliments on my glowy skin, and I feel like this just helps with that. It doesn't, get too matte or take away from your natural, glow of your skin. Next up, we're going to go with this oil-based concealer. This is from Dermatology. I love this because I'm older and I don't want anything that's going to get too matte under my eyes. Again, I'm using a BK Beauty brush. This is the Angie Hot and Flashy Concealer Brush. Such a great brush. First one I ever got from BK Beauty. My cousin Susan recommended it to me and it's amazing. Does such a great job. I blend kind of down and out. I just want to brighten and open up my eyes as much as I can. And I go nice and high up onto my temple to just kind of give me a lifted look. Sometimes I'll also add a little bit to my eyelids. So I always do my makeup before my hair. So I just kind of let my hair air dry as much as I can. Now we're going to go in with True Match powder and another BK Beauty brush. This is like a flat, maybe foundation brush or powder brush. And I'm just setting all of that. I'm not using a ton of product. I'm kind of just tapping it on top and then pressing it into my face. That's what's going to keep it from moving and keep it, in place. I'm not using a ton, just enough to kind of set it down. Now we're going to use this Tarte palette. I use the bronzer in here. As you can see, I've used every single thing in it. I just love this bronzer. It's nice and warm. And I'm using another BK Beauty brush. This is a contour brush, I believe. And the biggest thing for me is contouring my giant forehead. So we're starting up there. And then we're also going to contour the cheeks a little bit and finish it off with a little bit on the jawline and my nose, just a little tiny bit on my nose so it doesn't look like, it's just kind of stark in the middle of my face. I just kind of use whatever's left on the brush. Now I'm going to use this NARS blush. I almost said brush. That is, I don't remember the color. It's Edge. Maybe Edge, I think. It's Orgasm Edge, maybe. It is so beautiful. It's like this pinky, corally color, perfect for summer. Honestly, perfect for any time of year, but I love it for summer. It gives just the right amount of color to make you look nice and awake. Don't skip blush. It's so good. Next up, we're going to go in and fill in my non-existent brows. So you guys, funny story about my eyebrows. I actually have eyebrows. I know it doesn't really look like it. They're just turning white because I'm old, y'all. But they're just turning white. And so I have to go in and color them in a little bit because otherwise you're not going to see them. But blush and eyebrows, I would say, are my two favorite products. They just make such a difference. And bronzer. They just really do change the shape and the look of your face. And it's really nice. Like, look at that difference. So we're going to go in. I always start with the tail and then kind of just look at this one. Looks like I'm completely drawing it in. I am not. It is there, believe it or not. It's just white. I recently used some hair dye. I actually think it's made for your eyebrows. Michaela uses it because her eyebrows are really, really fair as well. So we dyed my eyebrows before we went camping because I didn't want to have to worry about makeup, and it did a really nice job. So I'm going to try to do that more often. Just, give them a little bit more dimension, but what a difference. We're going to go back in with the spoolie now and just kind of soften them up. And just got to give them some color. Make sure that they're, all the way there, not just the tail end of my eyebrows. But you guys, we're almost done. Like, this is such a simple little routine here. I'm going in with the Makeup by Mario palette. This is a neutral palette. Love it. I just use that top color. I think it's like a taupey color. I don't know what the actual color is called, but I use a BK Beauty big fluffy brush and I just apply this one color all over my lid just to give my eyes a little bit of dimension. It's like a really pretty light taupey color. It is so pretty. And you guys have been giving me a lot of compliments and asking about what I'm using on my eyes. And you guys, this is literally it. I just use this one color, just singing along there, don't mind me. And then I go in with this brush, this 209 brush. It's like not a pencil brush, but it is, you know, a little bit more of a precise brush. And I'm taking a darker brown and just going over my lash line with it to give my lash line a little bit of dimension. This is kind of in place of a liner. I have really been loving doing this. I just kind of smudge it on there. When I'm going out at night, like on a date night or something, I'll do a little bit darker of a color, maybe even like a smudgy, smoky look. But I just think this looks really pretty and very, very natural. And this is literally all I'm doing. I'm not going to put any other eyeshadows. If I'm going out or I want to have a little bit more of a dramatic eye, I might do a little bit of a deeper crease, but that's it. We're going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. You guys, this is the best. I could sing these praises forever. Let it dry, let it dry, and then go back over it with this e.l.f. translucent powder. It's the HD powder and this big fluffy brush. And we're just going to kind of set it. I am literally just kind of going over the setting spray because I really just didn't want that much of glow. But you guys, that's it. That's it. That's the whole face. Isn't that amazing? We're now going to do lip. I'm starting with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip Cheat, which is their lip liner. This is my absolute ride or die. It's the only lip liner that I use. It's gorgeous. It goes with any color. If you're going to do a light color, a dark color, it looks good no matter what. I always do a slight overline, like I always go right to the very edge of my lips, come back in, smudge a little bit onto my regular lip, and call it a day. I'm also using this Kylie lip, is it a matte lip color? I'll have it linked for you down below. I don't remember the name. And then I top it off with an e.l.f. lip oil, and you guys, we're done. That's it. Super simple, looking great, looking natural, feeling good. I'll have everything linked, like I said, down in the description box.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already. It is free to subscribe to my channel, and I post 4 new videos every single week. So that's lots of fun content coming your way. September, we kick off fall content, so make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, my friends.